what it was, which is really just you learning skills, betting on yourself and building something, um, that to me was like the safest way to live my life. And I didn't know that when I was young, but I think that more people should be entrepreneurs, if not entrepreneurial, even if they have a job, because I think that the old way of career, I don't think works out well for a lot of people. Um, and I think that that's really what pushed me towards working in private, working in tech, working with startups, taking equity positions in startups. Um, I've worked with a variety of different startups. I worked with one that was that was sort of like the one that I worked with most recently before I started my podcast, where I was CRO. I joined the co-founding team, grew that. That was sold at the end of COVID. Um, and then the podcast and the personal brand is another startup that I 100% own. And that's sort of been my little media company that I've built over the past six and a bit years. And all of my all of my focus right now is building things that I own, never working for anybody ever again, building a skill set that whatever happens to me in the future, even if the podcast, I don't know how it would happen, but say the podcast doesn't exist anymore, say my income doesn't exist anymore, say some of the consulting I do doesn't exist anymore, with the skill set that I've built up over my journey, I could find a way to make money in, a million different ways. So I never have to really stress about my future. It's all about sort of future proofing myself. Anyway, so very long answer to your question, but I went through private tech, saw a company that was acquired, tried to do a whole bunch of consulting, worked with a whole bunch of different startups, joined one permanently. That one was acquired. And then most recently, I built my own sort of media empire, which is the podcast, the newsletter, all the content